change up the map. That is very certain. 3 games coming up. We've had Serpent Beach, we've had Jaguar Falls. Now we're sticking with the Temple Isle theme overall.
Yeah, the tropical triumvirate.
Right, I love it, I love it. We're going for a vacation on Frog Isle, so talk to me a little bit about this map. What does it bring differently from the previous 2?
Well, it's got frogs, which is a big difference.
Okay.
All right, so you're
okay, so we got serpents on Serpent
serpents.
Beach.
Jaguars.
That's a good dog.
Yeah, it is a good dog.
Okay.
And then we got frogs. So there's definitely different temples on these islands. But the thing about Frog Isle is it's sort of low to the ground. All the structures are low. There's some trees that cover up the sky and cover up those line of sights. But I think this is a great map for a pick like Eevee, where Matchup have showed that they don't really want that. I think it's great here because you can fly above the tree line, get to wherever you want, and then drop down and start attacking.
So considering that now, and considering how effective Skullis has been on Eevee for 2 sets, almost 2 sets in a row now, is this something which Matchpoint might be looking to take away and maybe give that to one of their veteran players like Smidgen, who was renowned for their Eevee player earlier on in the Paladins competitive history?
I mean, I think they certainly could play it. And to an extent, I want to see them play it because I want to see what Skullis does when he doesn't have that Eevee available. But on the other hand, I love watching his Eevee, right? So yeah. I'm going to be happy either way.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
Man, I don't know. I would like to see Matchpoint put an Eevee in their composition. I think that would be a lot of fun. And I think this is a great opportunity to use it. But part of it is I wonder if they're just waiting for someone that, you know, presents a really good target, right? Maybe a Victor or someone who they think their Eevee could really punish.
Right, we all know about how well Eevee with her high mobility punishes champions with low mobility, such as Victor, such as Kinessa, and the newest champion to the realm, Tyra, as well, who, with their large AoE firebomb, could be a good look to disrupt the double frontline that Matchpoint ran in Game 1 and might elect to run again here on Frog Isle with its very funnel-shaped objective play.
I'm dearly hoping we see a Tyra in this tournament, and if we do, I think it would be a last pick. Speaking of last pick, let's take a look at what these teams are going to select as they move forward in this event to the 3rd game of the best of 5, where Matchpoint up 2-0 can take the entire set.
Matchpoint, they're going to be prioritizing Makoa. Look at the instant lock-in
Changing
there.
it up,
okay.
And I think they just like the danger zones, right? You can just get pulled off this map.
And there are a few highways as well on this Frog Isle map, so this time Black Dragons will get Ruckus, will get Fernando if these 2 picks are locked in. So now the tables have turned slightly. Black Dragons are going to utilize what has been so devastating against them, but can they pull it off to the same degree that Matchpoint were able to previously?
Well, I think we're going to learn how a Makoa deals with a Ruckus Fernando,
okay.
Right? Because we saw the opposite of this before. So either this is a bad matchup for Makoa and Matchpoint have some trouble, or it's something that they know how to deal with and they're going to show everyone what they do here. But we do have the Eevee hover, we do have the lock-in. This is 2 awesome things. 1, I get to see Eevee from Matchpoint. I can't wait. 2, I get to see something different from Skullist, and I can't wait for that. We have Maldamba and Barrack, and I think Skullist is going to be that last pick there, because I don't think he's playing any of these.
So far, Black Dragons with Maldamba and Barrack hovered over, looking at a very tanky setup. They've taken 3 out of all 4 available frontliners and are looking to get on point and stay on point. Matchpoint. Now that's a lot of points. Matchpoint, oh, here we go. They need some kind of point break, and this is where it's going to come from. Doze-ups with the Bomb King, most likely, who is renowned for their play and very good at cracking open those objectives.
Hail to the King, baby, up against the full Death Ball composition. You've got AoE healing from Maldamba and Grover, direct healing from Maldamba, Barrack, Fernando, and Ruckus setting up a very powerful front line. They're going to stand in a pile on the point, and they're going to shoot dudes from the point.
Okay.
Bomb King, he's got to break this up. It's all on this Bomb King player. He's the guy that will win this game for Matchpoint.
And they do have a few different tools available in their kit with which to do so, but we'll have to head into game to find out exactly what Doze-ups is going to do. Join us now for Game 3 of Matchpoint versus Black Dragons. Let's introduce the players for potentially the 3rd and final time. Wardoom starts off for Matchpoint on the top left-hand corner of your UI, playing Makoa. Smidgen on Eevee, as we may have hoped. Dozups just cheering from the rooftops as Bomb King cuts Cutie on Eevee, and Stolzy pulling in the Cassie carry to round things out.
On the other side, Black Dragon's returning for hopefully not the final time. Pings on Ruckus, Flamzito on Maldamba, Skullist on Grover? What? Butters dashing in his Barrack, and Fernando already dead. Bizka.
Blood going through to Wardoom there, and now with no Fernando shield, everybody disrupted around the objective. Black Dragons are being dismantled. It's like a Lego set that you've thrown through a washing machine here. Wardoom picks up 2, Smidgen and Stolzy pick up the remaining kills, and Dozups did a lot for that, but it seemed that that was more Black Dragons just underestimating Matchpoint's ability to capitalize on a little avenue of opening here, and did not give them the berth and respect which they really deserve.
Smidgen going aggressive on that Eevee, but I've got all eyes on the King as round the back he's putting out some good damage, and I think Dozups is getting ready to show just how good he is in this game. The Bomb King sails across the map and finds a kill onto Flamzito.
It's the Poppy Bomb ability now finding direct 6 and a lot of burst AoE damage onto Ruckus as well, but it doesn't matter, as in the meantime we have seen Matchpoint capture the objective 3 times, or rather 3rd time's the charm, and they're looking for conversion again in the base. Will be, well, that's a little odd. It's actually Wardoom on Makoa. They've decided to set up camp here, and they don't appear to be moving.
They don't appear to be moving at all. I love the positioning of Wardoom here. Going to get people from behind, but who will he pull? Stolzy moving around and looking for blood. Dozup's almost going off the map. He's in trouble. The King has fallen, and Stolzy will avenge him. Cuss finding the kill onto Bizka. Stolzy around the back, looking for the Barrack, but the repulsor field helping out a lot.
And that repulsor field, it just doesn't stop Stolzy from pulling that trigger on the crossbow. It might slow the death, but Barrack with no mobility is left hopping around going, well, this is my fate. This is my life now. Smidgen will be zoning very safe with Ice Block. And look at the situational peel coming through from Wardoom as they save their team. Doe cleans up 1. King Bomb is available, but it may not even be necessary to convert here with Poppy Bomb.
Yeah, they've got 120, so no time to use ultimates just yet. The payload card is so close, it's inches away. Barrack moving forward, but it's not. Oh, it will go down. Skullist is slain, Butter is slain, and Matchpoint is up 2-0.
I love what Dozups just try to do at the end there. Utilize Poppy Bomb and its knockback to throw their opponents from around the cart into the air and push the payload through underneath. Now setting up, oh, this is a good one.
Yeah, this is a good little trick here. So those bombs actually sail to near the capture point. He's setting up some traps that very well could get first blood. It has happened. I've seen the GIFs.
Yep, you've seen the, okay, we'll talk about that a little bit later. This isn't so simple as peanut butter, but for the time being, 10 seconds left until round number 2 of game number 3. Matchpoint sitting on all ultimates, only 1 Hexafire available for Black Dragons. That's a significant advantage going in to this next capture.
It's gonna take a miracle for Black Dragons to hold this capture point here. Looks like the bombs have been spotted. Dozup moving around, flying through the air, and hail to the King, baby!
Here we go! Dozup finds 2! Wardoom takes another one! Stolzy and Smidgen clean up for the full team wipe! That was set up like nothing else we've seen so far today.
And the BM taunts coming out on the point, but
where are the sprays?
They earned it. They did earn this.
Where are the sprays?
Man, I don't know, but pushing forward to zone is Matchpoint 60%, and it looks like Black Dragons won't be able to find a way back onto the point. Smidgen getting aggressive, Grover going to fall, Dread Serpent is out, and Flamzito's not going to be able to do anything with that ultimate.
You say that though, but Hexafire is back here. Smidgen still though is fragging out, cleans up 2, and is looking for a 3rd, looking for a 4th here. Finds a 3rd kill on a Flamzito, the Maldamba from Black Dragons, and as you said, with overtime ticking down, there is very little the Black Dragons can do to come back into at least this capture, and now must rely on defense, but will they have the opportunity?
Smidgen finding a way in, and he's rewarded big with 2 kills. Now Ruckus in trouble as Smidgen escapes, and the big thing that I love is he's killing turrets. He's looking for those exposed turrets and taking them down in 1 hit.
That's so important as well. You remove those turrets from Barrack, you remove the potential to mark your opponents and deal more weapon damage overall. Barrack is then left with just their barricade and a short-range blunderbuss, and they're forced to flee beyond the, well, just the monumental pressure of Dozups, utilizing Poppy Bomb's air control to go back up and straight down in place. Meanwhile, Smidgen, though, is going home immortal as Matchpoint look unstoppable here.
The 24th streak continues. No, it will end there. Immortal used to stay alive, but Dozeup says, no, I'm gonna clean up this one. 1, 2, buckle my shoe as the Bomb King moves forward, and now Black Dragons coming out from the spawn. They have one last chance if they're gonna defend this, but Matchpoint up 3-0, up 2-0.
So close, but Torn came out as well, but it wasn't quite the puppy bomb we were waiting for. A nice slither brings back the support onto the objective, and now it's all the ultimates coming out of Black Dragons. They've got to defend here, they've got to find a way to stay alive, and it looks like they will for the time being. Butter cleans up Warzoom, but Stolzy is unchecked on Cassie. They're gonna look for the Grove around the outside, find the dodge roll, shot, reset the cooldown, try and outplay this Fernando, but they've been missed, and they're being roasted alive, as they will be doing in, or rather being roasted in Twitch chat in the meanwhile. But also, here we go, Smitchin comes back in, looks for the backdoor play. Are they gonna be able to capitalize, or will the respawn proximity be enough?
Uncharacterily missing a shot. Stolzy goes down. Damage on the point. 42 seconds left, but Bomb King is ulting, and Fernando will fall, pushing it in. Match point. Taking the win, taking the set, and moving on to their next game.
They've said it themselves beforehand, and take a look at the players on your screen. The reputed, by their words at least, number one team in the world. And they're playing like it. I think this is important. They put out so much posture, so much bravado, but they've come into this competition, this championship today, with a lot of confidence. And if you're not playing to be the number one team, you're not going to play like the number one team, and that's huge in this environment.
I mean, you can see the confidence in their gameplay too. Stolzy going big, saying, come on, fight me, let's go, fight me. Dozeup's on that Bomb King, playing to the character, right? Like he's this big, goofy, pompous king, and I could feel that every time he threw a bomb. He got the kills, and then he dominated his way through the rest of the match. But let's not sleep on Black Dragons here. They're playing another game today. They are down 0-2, so they have to recover if they want any hope of going to the semifinals. And up against D69 is going to be fairly tough.
And I feel like what's really important here is that Black Dragons have now faced a couple of very tough cookie opponents, and they have the opportunity to really learn from this and adapt in a downtime between their sets to come back stronger and look to go home with one victory and some pride for their country. But the scoreboard, I think, right now says it all. Oh my goodness. Match point. That was disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just non-stop damage, non-stop credits, and non-stop kills coming out from Match
They
point.
have less chill than your average Ruckus player.
They do have less chill than your average Ruckus player. That's very true. But man, you know, talking about no chill, Skullist was so good these two sets. The player is just amazing. You know, if they're not able to make the semifinals, and they still do have a shot, right? If they win their next game, 1-2, maybe there's a three-way tie. There's an opportunity there, but it's a long shot. I want to see this guy again, man. He's so good.
I think we will see them again, regardless of what happens in the future. Skullist has proved themselves to be able to battle against giants and to be able to battle against the greats. And with that kind of mindset, that mentality, and now some LAN experience here at the Paladins Invitational at hi-rez Expo of 2017, they'll be going home with a lot that they've learned and a great deal which